Hello, everybody. So I want to know, what is the weather outside? Today, the weather is crazy here. It's been cold and rainy and windy, and then it stopped, and suddenly it was sunny. So strange. And so this is a lesson this week that is all about using language to discuss when something suddenly changes, when there's a change. And we use the past progressive verb tense, which is the tense I'm going to have you practice this week on BrainPop. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to please log in. You're going to log in, go using the code. You're going to log in using the code username Morse Pond School. Password is going to be student, STUDENT. And then we'll click login. After that, hi there. After that, what I'm going to have you do is you are going to look at this. It's called strange weather. And you'll watch 3 videos that describe the strange weather. Good. Okay. After that, the grammar video is the most important one. Then I'm going to have you look at the grammar summary, which is on the bottom. And so past progressive is, present progressive verb tense is when I say something like, I am walking, something that's happening right now. If something was happening before, I would say, I was walking, or he was walking, or they were walking. Okay, very good. You could say something like, I was studying. You could say something like, I was playing basketball at 5 o'clock, a certain time, which is good. You could say something like, he was studying at 3 o'clock. It's verb plus ing. You could say, we were studying. You could also use the or they were studying. And you can also use the negative. Negative means no, not. So you could say, I wasn't studying. You weren't studying. He, she, or it wasn't studying. Good. You can also ask questions. You could say something like, was I sleeping? Were we sleeping? And then you can say, what was he wearing? Okay, very good. Now the four, sometimes we can say some things like the past progressive. So what I will say is, we were playing basketball when the phone rang. So the first verb in your sentence is past progressive. The second verb in your sentence, we actually use the past tense. The sun wasn't shining when I woke up. So woke up is past tense. For wake up, which we would say today, I woke up, the sun wasn't shining. So you could say something like, you can say, as I was coming home, I met my friend, right? Okay, good. Very good. Very good. So that is what this lesson is about. So now I'm going to have you go back and do the lesson. What I mean by do the lesson is do the flash, after you watch the movies, do the flash words, play the game, word play, do the hear it, say it game, which has vocabulary words and things that you could practice. Don't do the quiz yet. Play a game here, then practice what's going to be on the quiz. Read it is important because you're going to be reading about Moby, and it will help you to practice using the past progressive tense. For write it, I'm going to have you actually talk through rather than writing it. I'm going to have you actually say this out loud, like, tell me a funny story of something that happened in the first, kind of next, then last. But I want you to use the past progressive tense. So you could say something like, it was sunny, or I was smiling when suddenly the rain started, the rain came. And so you could tell us a funny story about that. So try to make it funny. You don't have to write it for this week. This week, you can just say it out loud. Okay, good. And then you'll go back. And when you're ready, you will take the quiz. So you'll practice all of these before you try and take the quiz. And so the quiz is here, and there are 10 questions on the quiz. And these are all, and so you can do either the review or the graded. And so there are 10 questions that you have to answer, and you're going to answer them as best you can. When you are done, you will email me the results. So I'll show you what to do. Actually, let me have you take, I'm going to have you take the quiz. I'm going to have you go back and take the quiz. I want you to do the final, the graded version. What was Ben doing when Nikki took a picture of him? I would say he was serving food. The weather is nice. You can put on your scarf or put off your scarf. So I would say put on, right? And so you're going to read these questions very carefully, right? Okay. Okay, a wind. Very good. Okay, when you're done, email me your results. So you're going to say your full name is ELD student. Your teacher's email address is K Maury Clarkson. And okay, good. And then so remember, this is just like saying I am walking. I would say in the past, I was walking. And if it's something that happens suddenly, the second half of the sentence, we're going to use the past tense instead. That is the most important part of the past progressive tense and being stopped by rain. So suddenly, the rain changed, and suddenly means right away. Okay, so very good. Can't wait to see you soon. I miss you, and I hope you and your families are safe and well.